Hey, what's up, y'all? Back with more videos to help you make sure you kind of have a leg up on authenticating any shoes that you might have coming into your space. If you're buying them from somewhere or you're not getting them directly from Nike, hopefully these videos help you out. And today's shoe is in really big demand. So, one, I know for a fact if they would have been in a 13, they would have stayed here and went with my son down to the University of Miami because there's a stamp. I'm just making sure I show you that because I'm going to come back to it. Because even though these are New York versus New York, the holographic swoosh, and then back at the back you got the New York versus New York stitched on embroidered logo on the tumbled leather. It's actually one of the best looking sneakers, dunks that I've seen. It's just a very pretty shoe, man. And the tongue itself is reflective, right? Not reflective, but that holographic kind of material. You can barely hear that little rubbing sound. You know how when you scrape it, you hear that sound? But it has a translucent outsole. Easily one of the best looking dunks we've gotten. All of these dunks that pop up, this is for real. Just a beautifully, executed shoe. Tri-State, backing this up. What is that? Watson versus Dykeman versus Tri-State versus Lincoln Park versus Westford versus, I can't even see the last one. I think it's Gersh Park. So, dude, all your basketball leagues. Those are all your basketball leagues where all of the leagues are played in different spots across New York City in the different boroughs, I think. So, it's a really nice shoe. If you've got it, you've got one that's a lot more premium than a lot of the other versions that we see. In this low, that heel, it's a really nice shoe. It's been marked up, of course, for the low. The low, I think, is usually $95 in men's. This is $110, so it's been bumped up $15, and rightfully so. Tongue feels a little bit more padded than a lot of the other versions of the dunks that I've seen, or maybe I just haven't been paying attention to it. But it's a good quality shoe, man. Just a perfect color blocking shoe. I mean, just the way Nike kind of rocks these out, you would think that they're going to kill them, but when a shoe is hot for Nike, that shoe is hot. This thing is reselling for upwards of $400 a pair, right? So let's get to the details so we can make sure we're on point for the discussion. The cues that we're going to check: the name of the shoe, Nike Dunk Low SE. The SRP is $110. The color is Dutch green, multicolor-white. That's the color that's on the box, all right? Style code DN2489-300. The UPC will be the same for yours. This is a size 9, which is a women's 10.5, and that's on the box label. The UPC for this size 9 is 195240923-032, and there's a 16 at the end. Why is that important? Because when we go to the inside of the shoe, pushing this the paper down into the shoe so you can see the size label right here, and that size label, the dates on that and the UPC is on here as well, and I want to make sure that UPC reads 032, and it sure does, so it matches up. Our UPC is on the tag on Nike shoes. Just a good thing that Nike does that a lot of brands don't focus on that, but Nike has to because of the amount of counterfeits. The dates of production, and this is important because when we look at the stamp on the inside of the box, it should match up within 4 weeks, unless it's around Chinese New Year in some instances. But the small code is VY, and that's going to be made in Vietnam. The dates of production: 01/20/21 to 04/01/21, 04/01/21. I'm holding these up while I open the box, and the stamp is 04/01 or 04/10/21/16. 04/10/21/16. So 04/10/21/16. And we have 0401, that's 9 days, man. That's perfect for our stamp. And anytime we get that type of execution in our dates of production, we're always going to be happy with that. So you guys should have similar dates of production. If it isn't, it still needs to be within 4 weeks on this shoe. So double check that and make sure you're okay. As far as any flaws on this one, this is one of the few times that I've gotten a dunk that didn't have a flawed thread hanging off, leather, glue. This thing is very well executed. So kudos to Nike for getting this one right and nailing it. And that's it. I'm going to wrap this up and move on because I got like 6 shoes. So you see this big stack of shoes over here. So I'm going to go through these pretty quickly. I'll see you guys on the next one. It's Nike Dunk, New York versus New York. Sure, we're going to get other ones that come through here.